I was born in South Africa. I was very fortunate that in 1976 I met a young lady from Columbus, Ohio, my wife Willie Grové of almost 30 years now, and that she brought me to the United States in 1977. I am even more privileged that in 1987, October the 13th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was blessed to become an American citizen. This country means so much to me and to my family, and I always wonder if those who were born here appreciate the privilege of the accident of birth to have been born in the United States. One of my favorite songs is our National Anthem. Oh, I love to sing that song. I love to sing it in the shower. I love to sing it for you today. I became curious as to the history of the song and discovered that there were actually 4 verses written the night of the bombardment of Fort McHenry. And the story is really where our national anthem came from. In 1812, the United States went to war with Great Britain. On August the 24th, 1814, the British took Washington, D.C. and moved up Chesapeake Bay toward Baltimore. On September the 12th, they arrived and they found 1,000 men at Fort McHenry whose guns were protecting the harbor. On one of the British ships was an aged physician and American prisoner of war, William Beans. Francis Scott Key, a lawyer, and a friend of the prisoner was allowed on board to negotiate the release of the physician. The British captain was willing, but the 2 Americans would have to wait because it was now the night of September the 13th and the bombardment of Fort McHenry was about to start. As twilight deepened, Scott and Beans saw the American flag flying high over Fort McHenry. Through the night they heard the bombs bursting and they saw the red glare of the rockets. They knew the fort was resisting and that the flag was still flying. But toward morning the bombardment ceased and a dread silence fell. Either Fort McHenry had surrendered or the bombardment had failed and the beloved flag still flew. As dawn began to brighten the eastern sky, Key and Bean stared out at the fort trying to see which flag flew over it. He and the physician must have asked each other over and over, "Can you see it? Can you see the flag?" After it was all over, Francis Scott Key wrote a 4-stanza poem telling about the events of that night. He called it The Defense of Fort McHenry. It was published in the newspapers and it swept the nation. Someone noted that the words fit an old English tune called To Anacreon in Heaven, a difficult melody with an uncomfortably large vocal range for most people. For obvious reasons, Francis Scott Key's work became known as the Star-Spangled Banner, and in 1931, Congress declared it the official anthem of the United States of America. Now that we have revisited the story, here are the words. Presumably, the old doctor is speaking, and this is what he's asking of Key. Oh, stay, can you see my dawn's early light? What's surrounding me, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stars and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walk. The ramparts, of course, are the protective walls that surrounded the fort. The first stanza asks the question, the second stanza gives the answer. On the shore dimly seen through the mist of the deep, when a foe's haughty host in great silence reposes, what is that which the breeze of the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, have conceals, have discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam, in full glory discloses, now shines on the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled banner, roll on, maid, wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. The bombardment has failed, and the British fleet sailed away, their mission a failure. In the third stanza, he allows himself to gloat over the American triumph. And where is that man, oh, so wantingly swore, that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, oh, and a country should leave us no more, that blood has washed out their foul footsteps, pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and the slave from the terror of a fight or the gloom of the grave, and the star-spangled banner in a triumph doth wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. The fourth stanza is a pious hope for the future, the expression of what our freedom is truly all about, and the exclamation, in God is our trust. Oh, thus bidden, when the free men shall stand between their own home and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace, may this heaven rescued land praise the power that has God bless America.